You guys have asked and I'm here to answer. Let's do a quick Q&A. Last time I was here, I was pregnant and my baby's joining me. It's been so much since then. So much has happened. And today it's all about sharing with you guys where I'm at in life. So join me for a full day of like recap 2023 has been. Welcome. So we're inside of one of the units that I remodeled. This was one of the few units that were vacant when I first purchased the building. I completely gutted this unit and a few other ones. And today I'm gonna show you around. For this one, I did not change the cabinets. I saved a little bit of coins and I just painted the cabinets. Upstairs, I completely replaced the cabinets. All bathrooms were fully gutted. I want to eliminate as much plumbing issues as possible, so they were all gutted out. One of the things that I worked on with most of my apartments is storage. A lot of people want to have closet space and most of these units come without none. So typically what I do is that I do a double pull to create more of a storage space within the same space. Welcome to Unit 11. This is upstairs. Here, for the contrary, I decided to replace all the cabinets. I get this question a lot. One of the questions is, how do I get my financing to do these remodels? How do I pick and choose what to completely gut and what do I choose to save? And in all reality, it's, for example, this unit. This is on the 4th floor, as you can hear. I just went up the stairs. So typically this unit will rent for less because I don't have an elevator. So because I did want it to rent for the same amount as downstairs, I decided to put a little bit of extra spice into it. So I chose to change the cabinets because I thought that by them seeing the unit, they will love it. It would make the future tenant walk those steps every single day. So it's just like a give and take. You know, you kind of go through the waves of what that apartment looks like, and you have to understand what struggles are you going to have when you want to rent it. So you kind of want to overcome those struggles by adding extras. And with this one was no cabinets. So I'm here looking at my phone and seeing that you guys are interested in knowing how many units were rented, how many vacancies did I have when I purchased it, and kind of like what was it making, am I paying myself back? There's so many questions. When I first purchased the building, it had 5 vacancies, which was a lot. Today, November 1st, I will officially have rent all the units, which I'm so happy about. What does that mean financially? When I first purchased the building was making around $24,000. I'm going to make a year in 10 days and I will be making in the building around $36,000 a month. So I increased $12,000 in 1 year. And the next question is, you know, how much am I really making? It's so sensitive for me to kind of share with you guys how much I make because it's just, I'm never enough for you guys. Everything I always say, there's always something against it. It's very hard to just open up, but honestly, officially, it will be profiting around $10,000 in the first year. And that's just the first year. I can't even tell you where I could see this building going. And it leads to the next question, the differences between multifamilies and this big mixed unit building. I feel that it's so easy to maintain because you might have several issues with several units and you could send one contractor to tackle all of them at the same time. Obviously, the fee of the contractor is going to be significantly lower because he only has to take one trip. Makes it easier to do these maintenance calls, as well as being able to afford a super or a management fee because they're all together. So now you have all these units, all these problems taken care of by someone else, and you're here to delegate. to be able to use your time wisely, for me to be able to be here with you guys and doing this video. So you guys are wondering, after I mentioned that I'm making 36,000, a little bit close to 38,000 a month, if I am finally paying myself, and I am not, what am I doing with the money? I am putting it back into the mortgage. I am trying to pay off my loan. And you might question, why am I doing this? Because I did close at a 6%, and I do want to change significantly the equity that I do have in this building. When I first closed in this building, as being my first mixed use building, my first 21 unit building, the terms weren't the greatest. So I am looking towards improving my chances of getting a better loan. And by me doing that, I have to increase the rents and I have to increase my equity into the building. So those are the two things that I'm focusing on. My target is to pay this year, leads to the next question. This year, I paid $120,000 towards my loan, besides spending around $150,000 into the building. So I probably roughly spend close to $300,000 just this year on the building. And I'm looking towards probably doing the same thing next year, because I do want this building to be valued. It was valued at $5 million, $5 million. And I want to do everything that I can to make sure that when those interests drop, I'm able to refinance, and that it's not as hard for me to get another loan. So I know I have to bring my rents up, which I'm already doing. I need to probably pay out the debt that I currently have on the building. I don't want to have just that money laying around or keep it or spend it. So I'm putting it back on the loan. And I'm hoping that in a year or two, now the building will be making, I don't know, I don't want to scare myself, but I can't believe that, it potentially could be making like $50,000 a month, and that I probably have half of it paid off. And that basically when I purchased it, if it was valued at 5 million, now I have 2.5 million in equity plus whatever I have increased. So who wouldn't give me a loan? $150,000 sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. You would think that if I told you I spent $150,000, you wouldn't see this small ass kitchen here. But it was distributed in so many different parts of the building. I focused on fixing the electricity, the plumbing. I just wish people would take care of their properties more in depth and more in the inside of the walls and not so much in the outside of the walls. I'm a different type of investor. I just don't like to receive a lot of maintenance calls. So when I'm fixing something, I focus on everything that you don't see that catches your eye. So that's where a lot of the money went. I think my biggest challenge in this property has been rent control. I have not owned a property before this building that it was rent control. So the paperwork, man, is exhausting. Let me tell you, I would have never been able to be here today if I would have never got rid of my old management company and hired the new management company that I have today. So key, if you have a rent control building, hire a management company that they know what they're doing, especially if you know that that's not your thing. You don't like to do paperwork. That's not where you strive. Delegate. And I have learned that with this building. I feel like where I am and how I feel today is because I'm learning from people that I'm seeing that are successful, just to delegate and understand what I'm not good at and what I'm great at. And paperwork is not. You guys have asked me about selling my multifamily houses. I'm not sure if you guys just want to buy them. I'm wondering, do you guys want to buy my multifamily houses? Is that what it is? You have seen all the work that I have put in all these years and you guys want to buy? Tell me, because that, depending on the deal, I might accept the offer. But I am not selling right now. I think that I'm making a decent profit. There's no need right now. I'm just not gonna buy right now, if that's the question. The question is, am I gonna buy right now? I don't have the need to buy. I just purchased this building. So my main focus will continue to be to fix this building, to get it where it needs to be, and for me to be able to refinance and whenever interest rates drop. If you're part of my subscription, you probably have heard this, but let me rephrase it again. The most challenging part of this building has been rent control. And I have spoken about ways that have helped me into increasing the rents with these units that I had vacant. And one of them has been acquiring Section 8 clients. This has made my time here so much easier because I am still to this day waiting to hear from the city about how much can I rent this apartment for. However, if you rent it to Section 8, they just come with a voucher and you're able to rent it to them for how much their voucher is. Este videito lo voy a hacer en español porque quiero aclarar ciertas cosas acerca de mi persona, las acusaciones que constantemente tengo que recibir. Yo siempre, no entiendo a través del tiempo, le he transmitido honestidad, le he enseñado que todo lo que tengo es porque lo he trabajado. Pero siempre hay uno más que otro que siempre se anda preguntando que si no, que si me han dado el dinero, que si me casé con un hombre rico, que si lo chapié. Y si lo chapié, ¿cuánta chapeadora no hay por ahí en la calle? Y tienen lo que yo tengo. I'm free now. I am so free. I am not scared of the judgment. I care so much what people labeled me as. So, ustedes mismos, los haters, son las personas que me han inspirado a mí. Yo sé que yo inspiro a muchos, pero ustedes son los que me han inspirado a ser una mejor persona, a dar lo mejor de mí, a ponerme para lo mío, a trabajar, a que si me tienen que dar cualquier regalo, por ejemplo, ahí está mi esposo, los novios que yo he tenido. Nunca he querido cartera, yo nunca he querido carro. Yo siempre he querido bienes raíces. Yo siempre he querido independizarme, tener mi propio dinero, ser mi propia jefa y aunque le duela a quien le duela, mi amor, eso es todo lo que yo soy y lo realicé. Y a mi temprana edad, y nadie me lo puede quitar. Me pueden querer quitar todos los méritos del mundo, mi amor, pero nunca me voy a poder quitar el dinero que he adquirido, la experiencia, el amor propio que hoy ya me quiero, porque hasta esto ustedes me ayudaron a quererme. A ver que todo lo que me critican, que si eran las nalgas, las pompis, que si eran las canillas. Y mira, me conseguí un hombre que lo más atractivo que encuentra de mí son mis piernas. Qué irónica es la vida. ¿Qué les puedo decir? La vida me ha bendecido. Así que solamente quiero aclararles ciertas cosas, ya que constantemente están preocupados por mi economía y por mi bienestar. Pero no se preocupen que I got a handle. This is for all my mommies. I love being a mom. And a lot of you guys ask me, how did I become such a good mom? And honestly, we all wonder if we're going to be the mom we inspire to be or aspire to be. And you are going to become that mommy. You just have to trust your heart. You just have to trust your child that he's going to give you all the love you need as a person, as a human being, to be able to give it right back. And don't doubt yourself. Just shut everyone else out and just listen to your heart, to your son, to your daughter, and be the best person you can be. Don't forget to take care of yourself. Do your hair. Get dressed up. Go out for a drink with some girls. Even if now they become associates because you barely have time. And that's okay too. It's okay for your priorities to change. It's okay for you just to want to be with your child. I am that obsessive mom that just wants to be with her family. And I have learned that I honestly don't care. There's so much judgment about like, oh, when you become a mom, you change, you don't come out anymore. And it's true. And that's okay. I am living a different stage in my life and I'm welcoming that stage and I'm happy to be in that stage. I lived so many other stages and I am ready. So just trust the process, trust that God would guide you and that I hope you have the supporting system that you need and Everything will be okay. The market is crazy. Interest rates are so high. We expected house prices to drop and they didn't. It's so sad. I told you to buy when you had to buy and you didn't, and you're stuck in this market. What do? You buy. If you have the money and you haven't been disqualified and you have the power to buy, I would buy. I would still buy. Why? Because yes, you're going to close on a higher interest rate, but you're not married to that interest rate. You could always refinance. Is the guarantee that interest rates will drop? There's no guarantee. But I do believe that they will. And all we could do is be hopeful. And do you want to be one of those people that had the opportunity to buy, and worst case scenario, you didn't buy right now, but interest rate actually go up a little bit more and now you actually can buy? Or let's even think worse, that you decide not to buy and you end up renting for another 5 years waiting for interest rates to drop. You could have built 5 years of equity on the house. And then when interest rates drop, maybe you sell the house and you cash out. Maybe you refinance and your payment is a little bit lower, but you have options. Most people don't have the opportunity. So if you do, take advantage of it. Where do I get all this money to invest? How do I fix these apartments? Where am I getting the money from? I have used my savings. A lot of you guys are like so scared to tap into your savings to do projects. If you don't have savings for being able to improve your lifestyle, what do I want savings for? Yes, you have to have a couple $1,000s, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm not gonna tell you how much you need to have in your savings, but at the end of the day, I need it here working for me. So I'm not scared to tap into my savings to fix and do what I gotta do. I'm not that type of person. Now, my husband, on the other hand, that's a whole different story. I feel that I'm free now. I am so free. Life has changed so much. I have so much on my plate, and I think one of the best decisions that I have done is asking for help. I asked my husband for help. I asked my mother-in-law for help. I asked my father-in-law for help. I used my tribe, and I'm not scared of it. I understand that I can't do this alone, and that it's okay not to be able to. I shouldn't be able to. So I get a lot of questions around time management and how I'm able to juggle everything that I'm doing. And I want you to know that this is not something done just like, it's not something that I'm doing by myself. It's something that my team is helping me do. And I am super thankful for my husband and for his family. And just to feed off of what I just said, my videographer just said, you know, that the Nerisse of 5 years ago would have never admitted that. And that shows my growth. I feel that I'm free now. I am so free. I feel like I am not scared of the judgment. I feel that I would get so much judgment, and I care so much what people labeled me as. And I know who I am. I have proven that over and over. And motherhood does something to you that nothing has ever done to me. It's this confidence about me. It's this love that I'm getting, that I'm just unapologetic about who I am. I am so free. I am so happy, genuinely happy. And I feel lucky. I am so lucky to be able to live my dream. I'm so lucky to be able to risk everything that I do on a daily, to have the support system that I do, and I'm just living. So when I first purchased this building, I am not gonna lie, I felt so overwhelmed. I actually got to see the video that I uploaded on YouTube today, and I can feel how different I am from who I am today. And today I just walked in here just feeling so confident, because When I first purchased this building, I felt overwhelmed by all the tasks and the list of things that needed to get done. And this building has showed me that things will get done, and I have learned to prioritize and make a list of things that I have to tackle first and which ones could wait, and they have to wait. And that's how business is run. And I have to look at it as a business. And I think I was already there, but I am definitely more embodying who I am and empowering that feeling and just rolling with the punches. I have gotten a lot of punches this year, and it has just made me more relaxed about it. And I doubt it a couple times, was this the right move in this economy with the market going crazy? And I have to say, now that interest rates are, I don't know, 3 points higher than when I closed, I am so happy that I did it. I feel like I have some time to get this building where it needs to be, and it's the perfect timing. While everyone's waiting for interest rates to drop, I'm able to work on this building. And when interest rates drop, I'm able to refinance and go and do whatever I want to do with the same money I already would have had if I would have never bought it. So what better life can I ask for? So I gotta go. It was really nice talking to you guys today. So I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. And just tell me what you really truly liked about this video so I could do more of them. And don't forget, I put in the work.